following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Britt Johnson, and Newy Scruggs.
Here we are on a Thursday. Cowboys taking on the Chargers Sunday, SoFi Stadium. Cowboys 0-1, Chargers 1-0. The crew is here to talk about it today along with a special guest. This is the Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com.
Who are you talking about?
Spawned by former players Danny McCray, Barry Church, and Britt Johnson is the newest member of the show from Los Angeles, California. Newy Scruggs, longtime Cowboys reporter. And today the Players Lounge has brought in a former teammate, Danny McCray, Barry Church. So, McCray, I'm going to go ahead and let you take this over right now and introduce your former teammate who was drafted by the Cowboys 2008 with a fifth-round pick from Boise State.
Boise State. Yeah, I mean, the man really needs no introduction.
None at all.
Yeah, I'm sure he could do that himself. But, yeah, man, we got our old teammate, a real good friend of ours, Orlando Scandrick, in the building today, man. So it's really good to see you. I see you back there with the About the Game signage going on. So what you got going on these days, bro?
Man, first of all, I want to thank y'all for having me, bring me on the Players Lounge. Newy, I hope you're doing well. Britt, known you for a long time. Hope you're doing well. Super happy for your opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm out here in LA, kind of navigating through life. Got my own podcast, About the Game, at About the Game Pod. We just take a chance to go from the game on and off the field. It's raw and uncut. Anybody that knows me know I'm 24/7 raw and uncut.
Yeah, buddy. Who you doing the show with over there?
I'm doing a show with TJ Houshmandzadeh, former Cincinnati Bengal, and Lawrence Sesselman, former Canadian Olympian soccer player.
Dope.
Nice, dope. So yeah, don't worry. We're not gonna categorize you as a slight asshole. But we know
this is a family show.
We know you're a really nice guy. So now we listen on this show, man. We just shoot the stuff a little bit, man. Have a good time. It's nothing too technical. So we just gonna go.
We need the raw and uncut.
The raw and uncut,
and what you really feel. Because we gonna put it out, and we know you gonna give it to us. We know gonna give us the raw and uncut. So we gonna sit back and ask these questions.
I just want to say, are y'all three about to take over the secondary again? What's happening?
No.
Y'all want to suit up?
If they pay me enough, I'll hop right up in that mug.
Because we need a little help.
Church gonna be by himself. I'm chilling with we be talking about the game.
Just don't talk about me, man. I don't talk about me.
So let's jump into the major topic with the Dallas Cowboys. It happened late in the afternoon. Tank Lawrence ends up breaking his pinky toe. He's had surgery this morning, and according to head coach Mike McCarthy when he met with the media. So no Tank. And now you're talking about going into a game trying to not be 0-2 against the Chargers at SoFi Stadium. You will not have Tank Lawrence. You will not have La'el Collins at right tackle. You will not have Michael Gallup at wide receiver. And Randy Gregory is not expected to play, according to head coach Mike McCarthy. So, Church, lead us off here.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
How do you win?
It's going to be tough because the thing I say we got to do to at least slow this team down is we got to get after Herbert. I mean, we can't have him sit back there. He's a young quarterback. We can't have him sit back there and dissect our whole defense out there. We know what Tom Brady did the first game. He had all the time in the world back there. He dissected it. I'm not saying Herbert is Tom Brady, but if you give him enough time back there, he has the capabilities to do to do the same thing. So we've got to find somehow, some way. Dan Quinn's going to have to manufacture some way to get pressure on this guy, whether it's stunts, whether it's bringing extra people, whether it's zero blitzing every now and then. We have got to get after Herbert because, like I said, he has the ability to charge us up, and that's going to end up with Dorrance Armstrong, Terrell Basham. Those guys are going to have to step up. They're normal roles or rotational pieces. They're rotational defensive ends out there. Now they're going to have to switch up that role. They're going to be counted on to make plays out there and to get solid pressure on this guy. So they're going to have to step up along with maybe a Bradley and Zora Kamara. Those guys are going to have to step up. But overall, we have got to make it hard for Herbert, especially when it comes to the pressure. And I'm not so sure we can do that. I'm not so sure.
Listen, Church, there's only one name that matters.
What's that?
One name.
What's that?
Dan Quinn. Okay, I still have the utmost faith in Dan Quinn. I went into this season saying, "Look, we're going to win."
You still in that top 10?
Yes, and we're going to end up being the top 10 defense. Now we did lose DeMarcus Lawrence, so it is a little shoddy for me now. We did. No, Randy Gregory's off for one game. DeMarcus Lawrence is like 8.
Wait.
Yes, I said top 10. Yes, I said top 10.
You heard what he said, right?
Top 10 in the NFC East?
No. No. It's only 4 teams in the NFC.
And he bet on this. He bet on this. He said they was going to be top 10.
Total defense.
Yes, total defense.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Total defense. We're number 1. We're number 2 right now in turnover. So you know what I'm saying. We're on the up and up. We're on the up and up. Listen. This is what it really is. Last year when we had Nolan. And then we fired Nolan. I said I think that Dan Quinn will be the right guy to come in here and get this defense right to get us back running the 4-3. And we're running the 4-3 defense.
Is it the same Dan Quinn that was same Dan Quinn that was running that trash defense with the Falcons?
Yeah, I'm talking about the one that was in Seattle. But yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, that one. So everybody, listen. Everybody on this podcast had heard from about training camp and heard how different the team was performing and how they were playing harder for Dan Quinn. So I was like, you know what? I think these guys are going to be a top 10 defense.
I heard about that, but I heard on Thursday another team had if it was what was going on. They didn't have all guys playing or I couldn't figure it out.
No, listen. None of that matters. Okay, what really matters is we're going to be a top 10 defense. All right.
Are we still getting this bet? The bet is still alive, right?
Listen, I say if we're healthy. All right.
Whoa.
If we're healthy, but listen.
Did you hear that?
Was
there a stipulation?
Spoiler.
Thank you, Britt.
Spoiler alert.
Thank you, Britt.
Spoiler alert. I'm picking the Cowboys to win and hold the LA Chargers to. I'm not telling you the score, but it's not going to be a lot.
Write this down.
Go ahead.
Be ready with his pen.
Let me know your thoughts on this.
Because it sounds like you on everybody else's side over here.
Danny predicts Cowboys win.
Yes.
Orlando, you with Danny on that? The Cowboys win? What you got?
I lost him. He got a phone call.
All right, it's all good. But back to what McCray was talking about. His blasphemy.
I wrote it down. Just wrote that Danny predicts Cowboys win.
Go ahead, Britt. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
So before Tank went out, my biggest keys to this team winning was, keeping him in the pocket and then making him not go with his first read. How does this team still do this with our 2 defensive ends basically gone?
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be tough. We got to generate pressure.
You said it. Listen, Dan Quinn. This is why I say Dan Quinn. He's going to find a way to manufacture some pressure. He's not going to just sit back and say, hey, like we're going to do on offense and say, hey, man, we're going to let Terrence Steele get out there and go one-on-one with Joey Bosa. What he's saying is, hey, man, I'm going to get Michael Parsons up in there, lined up over the center. We're going to find a way to mess up the count. We're going to try to confuse their offensive line and manufacture some pressure. We're probably going to blitz Jordan Lewis a little bit. We might have a corner blitz. We're going to get Neal or somebody up in there. Jalen Smith might get a little bit more reps, so he can get out there and rush the corner. I'm just saying, he's going to find a way to use these players and maximize their ability so we can get some pressure on this young quarterback. And let's not act like this dude's an NFL veteran. He's in his second year. All right? They scored 20 points last week. All right? We ain't playing Tom Brady. We're going to find a way to get it done.
Well, Nui, but what have you always said, Nui? Doesn't the carpenter need his tools?
Thank you.
To be that guy, to have his team rolling, he's got to have some tools out there. And right now, he might be, he's definitely minus his best defensive player, which is DeMarcus Lawrence. He may be without his other edge piece, and that's Randy Gregory.
The 2 starters aren't going to be. Randy's not playing.
He's not going to be there.
He's not playing. Mike McCarthy's come out here and just said, hey, look, all the guys who dealt with COVID, they've been out 10 days, so just, that's Jerry trying to give you hope, and that's what Jerry does. He's selling you hope. So, no Tank, no Randy Gregory. So, Terrell Basham, you're going to have Dorrance Armstrong, and so now this is where DQ is. Are you going to have some packages where you're sending Micah Parsons on some credit? Are you going to put Micah Parsons on the outside? Do you insert LVE and Jalen? How do you get some pressure on Herbert, who in his second season, Danny, is putting up historic numbers for a second-year quarterback coming off of his rookie year?
That's cool. But that's about
Louis.
Yes, sir.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, Orlando. We got Orlando back here. Go
Guess who's back, baby?
Jump in, baby.
Listen, hey, what do you think? What do you think about our defense, especially without Tank Lawrence?
I think that you guys have a unique perspective, and I lived that unique perspective for over a decade. being in Dallas, and you see things one way when you're in the building. But on the outside of the building, you see a lot of optimism. It's a lot of talk, no production. I think losing DeMarcus, and I went over this over here driving to my podcast today. DeMarcus is probably one of the top 5 players on the team. I would say my top 5 players on the team in no order are Zach Martin, Dak Prescott, DeMarcus Lawrence, Tyron, and then maybe Zeke Elliott, maybe Amari Cooper. But you get my drift. And then Randy Gregory, just his pass rush ability and what he has been able to do since he's been able to find himself and kind of get himself on the right track. And now to not have either one of those guys, the Chargers have a prolific offense. They have some great chemistry with Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. And, they have a running back and they have a decent offensive line that's good enough to move people. And I look for them to have their way this weekend. One thing I don't know is if they're going to be able to stop the prolific and the high-power offense with Dak Prescott. But I don't look for the Cowboys to get that many turnovers again. That doesn't happen often.
But we got 4 week 1. So, they say they come in bunches. I'm really optimistic.
But we lost.
We did lose. We did lose.
We
did lose. And that's unfortunate.
But
on this podcast, I picked the closest score. I said that, we were going to cover the spread. So everybody else here said we weren't going to cover the spread. So I think, I'm up.
Only second place only counts in horse racing. You can only bet that in horse racing.
Good thing is it was only week 1. We lost 1 game. We got 17.
So Danny's coming out picking a Cowboys win. So that's what he said.
You are picking a Cowboys win.
Absolutely.
So right here, right now.
Right here, right now. I'm picking a Cowboys win.
I'm going to pick tomorrow.
Can I get a side bet?
Yeah, I would love to get. You can get up in there.
No. Listen, because Orlando's not familiar with the rules. Since I work for an NFL club, I cannot bet cash. But if you want to bet like food, some drink, something like that, then bottle of wine, whatever that is, we can bet that. But I can't place wagers on NFL games.
Well, yeah. Can you bet Venmo?
No. Nah, man.
He can get you a gift certificate to a steak place and whatnot. Then that's.
He's still trying to get his money back from when I whooped him. He used to bet on Alabama all the time, so he's trying to get.
Danny, we used to bet LSU. We used to bet LSU, Alabama all the time.
Yeah,
and
you lost.
Probably won like twice.
That's cool.
And now I called you earlier in the season, and I told you that LSU came down to Los Angeles and embarrassed themselves, and your response was, "Yeah, I know, we sorry."
Next topic. What else we got?
I think one thing we're missing in this conversation of D-Law being gone is the fact of his leadership. We said a couple weeks ago we were trying to figure out who was the leader of this defense, and collectively I think everybody was kind of pointing at him. And with him not on that field, how is that gonna play out?
It's going to affect him.
Who's going to step up?
That's why it's perfect. Because
and the playmaking ability.
Because I said Keon O'Neal. So perfect for me. Okay, our leader's still in the game. 42-11.
Who said Keon O'Neal was the leader though?
I said that. Remember, I
don't remember you saying that.
I said
said 3 words since he's been in Dallas.
Exactly. I literally said he came over. I said D-Law was going to be the leader of the defensive line room. I said the leader of the defense was going to be somebody that Dan Quinn hoisted up as the leader in those meetings, and he came over with Dan Quinn.
But
so
what makes you think that Quinn did that?
Hey, that was like I'm not. We don't know. We don't have access. This is what I believe. Like you believe that Garrett Gilbert was going to be the guy?
I did. He should have been. All right? He should have been the guy. All right. Oh man.
Let's take a break.
Man, it's funny.
Go ahead.
Funny seeing y'all argue, man. Danny and Barry didn't talk this much in the 7 years we played together. 6 years we played together. Now I hear them. They're outspoken.
Let's take a break. Orlando, I want you to make your prediction for the game since we've got you here. And Danny's already made his, so we want to get yours. And let's also dive into the offensive side for the Cowboys because while Tank is going to be out, Collins is going to be out. So your offensive and defensive lines are undergoing some issues for this Chargers game. I'm Newey Scruggs, joined by Danny McCray, Britt Johnson. That's Barry Church. Our special guest, Orlando Scandrick, will be right here on the flip side as we take this commercial on the Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Honey, big news.
Gary, are you okay?
Oh, I'm not Gary anymore. I'm Jackie Flash.
What?
See, I want the latest smartphone, but the best deals are only for new customers. So to get a new customer deal, I changed my name to Jackie Flash.
Okay, but the best smartphone deals at AT&T are for everyone, new and existing customers.
That's huge. Then guess who's getting a deal?
Is it Jackie Flash?
Jackie Flash.
It's not complicated. At AT&T, our best smartphone deals are for everyone. Restrictions apply. Visit att.com for details.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hey Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
It's game day. You know what that means. First, kebab prep. Steak, pepper, onion, steak, pepper, onion. Next, a counterclockwise lap around the room. Now the lucky grease-stained jersey goes on. And lastly, the dance. You know the one. This is a game day ritual no matter where you are. Whether you're traveling to the game or watching from your favorite vacation spot, book a place to stay on Hotels.com and keep the tradition alive and well. Hotels.com, proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys.
Back to the Players Lounge.
They probably won't even let me in the building.
Check out the new Miller Lighthouse located outside of AT&T Stadium, where Dallas Cowboys game day traditions are born. Join yard games, Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders performances, beer gardens, and more. For more information, visit attstadium.com/Miller Lighthouse. Miller Lighthouse, your tailgate just got jealous.
Thank you, Britt Johnson. Britt Johnson, she's a part of the Players Lounge, the newest member here, a rookie. Barry Church. Danny McCray, the veterans of the show. This show is based on them. And today we brought in their former teammate, Orlando Scandrick. We spent the first segment talking a little bit about Tank Lawrence. Danny is so sold on Dan Quinn. He's picking the Cowboys to win this game. The Cowboys are now a 3.5-point favorite as they go on the road to SoFi Stadium. Let's dive into the next part in terms of looking at this football team. Missing folks, you got 2 offensive starters that are not going to be there in L.A. La'el Collins suspended 5 games. Terrence Steele's going to be the guy, according to Jerry Jones. Mike McCarthy's saying, I don't know what we're going to do yet. And Michael Gallup, he's in a walking boot. He's got a calf strain. He's going to miss 3 to 5 games. So, start with you, Church.
Do we have any more clarification on LC's suspension? Like, was it just, is it still, I don't know. I don't know.
It counts. He missed 7.
He missed 7 of them things?
He missed 7 for 5.
Really?
He missed 7 for 5.
Are we really doing that?
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
You hold out hope?
You got to hold out hope. You say Jerry flying boys private over this. Anyways.
Well, Jerry didn't seem like he's like, nope, he's suspended. Like, he didn't even care to talk about an appeal at all, so.
Orlando?
Kiss the baby.
Those old Bayou Bengals.
Come on.
Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I think that was the most disappointing part about it.
I love LC.
Me too, man. That's why I think that's why it's the most disappointing, because I know he's a good guy, and I know he really wants to be out there and play, but this doesn't show that he wants to be out there that bad. It just it doesn't add up.
Hey, listen, good guys smoke the Mary Jane too now.
How do you think the other offensive line feel?
It's not even about smoking it, though. He wouldn't have gotten suspended if it was just smoking it. Now they just do fines. They just do fines. It's the fact that he missed 7 tests.
Yeah,
you got to be more careful, man. You hate to see it.
Listen, I ain't taking 7 tests. That's better than 7 dirty tests.
I guess.
Hey, it might cost you a little.
Not in the league no more, though.
Listen. Quick side story.
I love her just the same.
As Newey calls Britt a rookie, and then as Orlando calls Britt a rookie, I like to go into the story of how I hated Orlando. Actually, me and Church.
You and me both.
Hated.
I'm going to say it from the jump.
We hated Orlando because I came in here one day. We both undrafted free agents trying to make the team. I'm on special teams. My special team coach, Joe D, is like, hey, man, get out there and cover Orlando on this punt or whatever. Make sure he doesn't get open.
Knowing damn well he don't play no special teams. Yeah. Oh, ain't man. Then he just go come out there looking like Chad Johnson on a release or something. Like, it was crazy.
Dude come out there and shake us all up. We all getting cursed out and yelled at. I'm like, I'm down in the dumps and I'm in the meeting room like, man, I'll fight this dude
right now. Right now.
And now look at y'all.
Okay. Well, since y'all want to tell that story, year 2. We came out of a lockout, and Barry was forced to be a starter right out the gate. This dude didn't know nothing about the defense. I literally spent every practice in San Antonio getting a call, telling church what to do, and look how it worked out. He ended up being a starter.
That explains why his team's still. That explains why his team's still with me.
He should have been a starter. He should have been a starter sooner than he was.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, I remember it like it was yesterday. We were down in Seattle. He popped his Achilles, and he fought through it. And look what it made him. Look, Danny, man, I made you so much better than you was. You
know what?
You almost got me cut. That's what matters.
How many times have we hear about, you can't do what Orlando does.
Oh, yeah.
You can't let him drag you to the ocean because you're going to drown out there.
He'll drag you to the deep end, and if you can't swim, you're going to drown.
How many nickels done followed O out there, and then we see O coming back on the boat. Where everybody else at? Man, I don't know.
I want to know what Orlando did for Newey's career now.
Nah, listen. No.
Do we got any interaction?
Uh-oh, go ahead.
Nah, man, let's get back.
No, I'm going to try and just...
Newey, do we got any interactions?
Was he a butthole to you, Newey?
I was treated like everyone else. I distinctly remember...
But what was...
Go ahead.
What was crazy was everybody said they was treated bad, but what did I do? Like, for me, it's like respect is earned, not given, and it's very hard to earn and very easy to like lose. So once I felt like someone wasn't in my corner, you're just gonna get the stoic, boring bullshit.
Yeah,
that's not who I am. It's just who I'm gonna give you.
I didn't really mess with Orlando. I didn't. There's just guys in the room who want to talk and want to do their talking, and the guys who don't. He didn't have interest in us. And I remember one time after a game when he just said, "I think you guys are all a-holes." Like, okay,
that sounds about right.
And because he didn't say it with venom. It was just like matter of fact. That's how I feel about you guys, and that was cool by me. But I've long since learned that if you don't want to talk, I got other people. There's enough people in the room to talk. Now, there was only one player that I just could not stand in my time working with the Cowboys, and that was T.O. I didn't like T.O. And T.O. damn sure didn't like me. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
But this is the thing, though, Newey. From a player, I've witnessed this from a player's perspective and now from a media perspective. I was always taught and I'm still learning from my media coach, that you criticize a person's performance and not an actual person. And in Dallas, they tend to start criticizing the person, not the performance.
Oh,
and it's a fine line between that.
I mean, look,
there's a fine line. You legitimately are still carrying around that you can't stand T.O. I guarantee you T.O. don't even remember you. I promise you. I'll ask him later today. T.O., you got a problem with Newey? He gonna say who?
It's gonna be. It's a family show, okay? But the word fat blank blank is gonna be there when you say it. Oh, he'll remember. But I'll say this, and this is one of those where DeMarco Murray hated us in the media. He did not like us.
He didn't though.
And I laughed because he went to Philadelphia. And I always said to myself, you think you hate us? Wait till you get to Philadelphia. You're going to see some real media people who go out of their way to take their shots at you, who do make it personal. This is a really soft media market. This is not Philly. It's not
no,
New
that's
York,
not true.
Chicago. It's a soft media market.
I got a question for you, though, Newey.
Okay.
How come when a player is not producing or not performing, the first thing y'all want to start looking at is his contract? But when he is producing and performing, y'all never say, you know what, they should extend this dude, give him a pay raise.
That's a good question.
I will say this about Newey, because Newey already said that Trayvon Diggs should have a second contract.
That's true.
I will say that.
That's true.
First off, so much.
I don't want to hear that. Let's talk about why can't. How come you ain't saying?
Let me finish. You asked a question. And I'll answer.
Should Dak get a raise?
Oh yeah, what about Terrence Steele and
the Secchi? What we got going on? How we gonna battle Bosa?
I actually do have a question for you guys. A nice, simple question. Biggest loss for the Cowboys. Who do you think it is? Because we got 4 starters, both on offense and defense, that are out for this game. Potentially, obviously, 4 with Randy.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
You going D-Law? I'm going
DeMarcus
LC.
Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Collins just because the guy who's backing him up, he had a rough go at it last season. So my memory of him being out there and being a starter is really bad. So I'm nervous about
especially
that.
with Bosa coming around.
Yeah, I'm nervous about that. I think that's a bad match.
Joey Bosa over there marinating right now.
Yeah, so I'm nervous about that.
I did actually break my toe when I was young, my pinky toe. But I don't have to play football, and I'm not a DN that has to literally be, use that for my power and use that to push, 300, 250 guys off of me or whatever. So what is this going to look like for him? Like, what is the process? I heard he had surgery this morning. That was the rumor, that he had surgery this morning. Is this like a 6-week, 12-week?
It's 6 to 8 weeks, they said.
Yeah, they say 6 to 8.
Yeah, McCarthy didn't. McCarthy's never going to go into specifics on time. But
yeah, he said November.
Minnesota would be if we're talking about trying to get Lawrence back, and McCarthy did leave that window open. You're talking about the Minnesota game, but going back to what you were talking about, it's Collins. Collins is your biggest miss because throughout it all, you're expecting that your offense can carry your defense. That's been your hope. That, hey, look, they'll go put up 30-plus points a game, and you just hope that the defense can survive. Mm-hmm. And without Collins there, going up against Joey Bosa and knowing that you're going to have to put resources over there to help Terrence Steele,
hopefully,
that means you may not be able to put up what you want to from an offensive standpoint. And if you're not good with Steele,
but how do you block the rest of their guys? How do you block Tillery? They got some guys over there. They got some dudes.
You're gonna have to have guys win their matchups. I mean, that's why I say Collins being gone is your toughest. That's the toughest task for this football team, to try and mask the warts there. And they have had issues in the past covering up those warts. That's been the issue last year we looked at with so many guys. But, Danny, I come back to this, and I'll just say it again. Your hope is that the young man has improved. I saw improvement in camp. McCarthy spoke about how he's one of their strongest players that they had in terms of getting better from last year. And one of their what's the workout thing you guys did? The workout the awards for working out.
Oh yeah, off-season awards.
Off-season whatever they is.
That ain't got nothing to do with Bosa. That ain't got nothing to do with Bosa.
But wouldn't anybody? I mean, I feel like
But I got
Martin
you.
too.
I just know that Bosa's coming around that edge. And listen, if he proves me wrong,
you pick the Cowboys. Stay on your side.
Not to play that good on defense. But I think that with Bosa coming around the edge, like you said, we're going to have to put additional resources to him. I still think we're going to put up points, and I think the defense is still going to play well enough. But I still don't think that matchup is going to be good for us. I think it's going to make it a lot harder than it should be with having Steele out there instead of LC.
So Orlando, let me ask you this, man. I want you to put on your offensive coordinator hat real quick. What do you need these Cowboys team to do with the absence of LC? How do we move the football, knowing we got Joey Bosa, Tillery, all those guys coming in our offensive line this week?
Do you remember those years when we didn't have such a great offensive line? When we were kind of going
Phil
through
Costa
the transformation?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to need to control the ball and not have Dak throw it 58 times. You're going to need to control the time of possession and keep Herbert off the field. It's going to be difficult because if you look at the Dallas Cowboy defense, and I know you're super optimistic, Danny, but at the beginning of the year, you were looking at 3 guys start that aren't even there now. So out of the 4 guys that you have down on I guess you would say the defensive line, 3 of them are out. You're playing with 3 guys that you didn't even think to be starters. They were rotational people, and now they're going to be starters, full-time players.
You know, that's true. But I go back to my man Barry Church, and he went out there and he was that undrafted guy, and he wasn't going to start. He should have been starting a little earlier than he did, and look what happened with him. He went out there and almost made it to the Super Bowl in Jacksonville. He went he was on 2 playoff teams here in Dallas, and he played well and made hella bread. So I mean, at some point, somebody's going to have to step up.
Come on now you comparing apples to oranges now. That's like you and Church getting thrown in and having 3 of you and Church and me that not supposed to be full-time starters in our second year in the league.
We did. Remember, it was me and Amanda Silva.
Amanda Silva. They just had the best feet in the secondary. Made me hot too.
Yeah, we lost. All right, but I got faith.
Didn't somebody eat peanuts off the top of your head, Calvin Johnson?
Who?
Oh yeah, he did get me.
No, that was
He got me.
Peanuts?
But Calvin Johnson got a lot of cats now. We ain't gonna act like Calvin Johnson wasn't out here just mossing cats out here.
He has a gold jacket for a reason. Let's get another break in here. A issue in the secondary, which could take place on Sunday at the safety spot. Let's get into that with Barry Church, Britt Johnson, Danny McCray, our special guest Orlando Scandrick, and me, Newey Scruggs, right here. Players Lounge brought to you by Hotels.com on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Organic pumpkin smoothies are back at Smoothie King with at least 13 grams of protein each and 5 options to choose from. It's easy to find a favorite to help you reach your goals, like the new Keto Champ Pumpkin, packed with a whopping 23 grams of protein and 9 net carbs. It's a quick and nutritious meal on the go. So order online or through the app for pickup or delivery. And power up with pumpkin and protein. Official smoothie of the Dallas Cowboys. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Hey, Cowboys fans, ready to spice up your next watch party? Bring Yo Quiero guacamole and be the game day hero. Yo Quiero means I want, and we know you want great, fresh-tasting, ready-to-serve guacamole for your home gating and tailgating events. Made with real avocados and the perfect blend of spices, it will be the star of any party. You can find us at your local Albertsons or Tom Thumb in the deli section. If you can't find it, talk to your store manager and tell them, Yo Quiero guacamole.
The Cowboys way, where 16 Hall of Famers and 5 championships shows us what success looks like. Where turkey is always the second best part of Thanksgiving Day. Where we are all defined by one single thing, the star. Where we as fans know it's our job to keep the tradition going. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank of the Dallas Cowboys and to support the quest of living life the Cowboys way.
Copyright 2020, Bank of America Corporation.
Hi, I'm Clint Tillison with United Ag and Turf. Before you can park yourself in front of the game, park yourself in a John Deere and power through your chores. Our Land Run package is a 1025R, 25 horsepower tractor with a loader, rotary cutter, and a box blade for $229 a month. And the price you see is the price you'll pay, no surprises. So don't miss another kickoff.
Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com. Offer ends February 1st, 2021. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Now let's get to work.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Go.
Get the ultimate fan experience for the ultimate Cowboys fan. Join Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, starting at just $20. Join now and get your fan pack, exclusive benefits, and more. Visit DallasCowboys.com/United for details and join today. I actually have my card.
Britt Johnson, newest member of the Players Lounge. Barry Church, Danny McCray. These are the former Dallas Cowboys players, undrafted free agent safeties who made the team. I'm Newey Scruggs, longtime Cowboys reporter. Our special guest is Orlando Scandrick, former Dallas Cowboys defensive back, drafted by the team in 2008, 5th-round pick out of Boise. He's got his own podcast now, and he is bringing the funk here today. So
I love it.
Let's wait. Go ahead. Wait. I got a question though. Brittany, when did you start going by Britt and not Brittany? Like, are you trying to reinvent yourself, or what's good? Really good.
Every time I've been on camera, I've gone as Britt. Just my friends call me Brittany.
No, when I met you, you was like, "Hi, my name's Brittany." You're like so sweet. "Hi, my name's Brittany." Then I got to meet you. And I was like,
that's how she was back in the day.
Yo, she shot a slug at me. The first time she met me, she shot a slug at us and let me in a group text.
Yeah.
She can't. It's okay though. It's all right because I'm full of slugs. I'm all right. I got slugs for everybody.
No, when she met me, she was like, "Hi, my name's Brittany. I went to Fresno State."
That is not how it went down. But you actually told me you had 3 personalities. You said Orlando, OJ, and O.
Wow.
Were your 3 personalities.
He didn't put Junior in there?
I still got him.
No, he said.
Still got him.
Is Junior in there?
The OJ is Junior.
Yeah, OJ.
Okay,
He said Orlando, OJ, and O.
Jr.
So he gave me 3 names. So
I
can have 2. I can be
I
great,
got
Brittany.
3 personalities, Daddy.
No, I think you have.
You got 2 for sure.
Personalities.
You got 2 for sure.
Yeah, well, we obviously heard of the 2
personalities. Newey not gonna like you.
You have a media personality.
A-hole.
You got a media personality, and then you also have Orlando. Yeah, you got a couple. All right, what we got?
Yes, indeed, feed the needy.
You know.
We got to make sure we don't miss Omar today.
Okay.
Make sure
Shout out to the
tomorrow,
wire, man.
Yeah, we got time. We got time.
We got time.
We got time. We can hit this, and then we'll get into Donovan Wilson. Missing practice today. Missed practice yesterday with the groin. So you got a safety issue there.
Barry?
Yeah.
Jesus.
It is it's
Suit up.
kind of a problem trying to be out there
Cost you
as
a
a
smooth
safety
3
in the
M's.
National Football League against Justin Herbert, and the groin is hurting here. So, McCray, solution.
I know where there's a good safety y'all can get. It's a good safety. He's in the building already. Iglesias Church.
You're damn right, David.
Nah,
Iglesias.
I'm gonna go with Hooker.
Oh, you gonna go with Hooker? Hey, man.
I'm gonna go with Hooker.
With friends like you who needs enemies, man.
I'm trying to save you from yourself.
I know.
Okay,
I need that payday.
I'm trying to save you for yourself.
He just needs to be ready for the 40-yard dash we're doing as
That's
a
all he
podcast
needs.
group.
Oh, hold on, real quick. Oh, you was on the team with Isaiah Stanback, right?
Yep.
All right. Did he have any speed whatsoever?
No, Isaiah can run straight forward. Now, if you needed to change direction, that boy was stiff as a wedding.
Can he beat Barry?
Straight ahead, he can run.
Can he beat one of us in the race? 40-yard, right now. We ain't talking about back then, right now. He been retired about
I don't know, man. Isaiah
8
looked like
years.
one of them. He looked like one of them like workout guys. Maybe. I don't know, Church. You was never the fastest one.
But
Church.
Danny was.
Danny could run, Church. Now you was like
I was all up top. Yeah, I was all up top with it. I was all up
no
top with
wasted
it.
movements.
Nope. all smart movements,
Church took
baby.
no wasted movements.
No.
Yep.
Now check this though. No, Church is not playing this week. So I'm going with Hooker if he's not able to play, and I think that the organization has a lot of confidence in him to get out there and play, and they really want to see what he can do. So I'm glad that we have a little depth at that
Danny,
position.
Next year, you should just do the minority fellowship and just be a coach, man. You already sound like a damn coach.
Thank you, bro. But coach is not in my future. My wife will not have it. She want me at home.
It should be.
She don't
You
want me
sound
putting
like
in
a
all
coach,
those hours.
Or you should be. Why? You might as well be a coach. You got so much faith in everybody. Or you can go in ticket sales since you're selling a lot of hope, boy.
So you don't. So you, what you thinking with the safety position right now? Hooker, Wilson.
I think you play Hooker, you play KZ, but none of that really matters. I mean, I think they're so small up front. I think they're going to struggle to manufacture pass rush. And then if you're talking about blitzing, now you're getting into being risk takers. And we were huge risk takers when we had Rob Ryan, and you see how that worked out.
Yeah, that is true.
So, it sounds like you were picking the Chargers here, correct?
He picked the
It's
Cowboys,
not that I'm
right?
picking the Chargers. I just think they're the health. No.
I thought he said
Healthy
last.
football team.
No.
Whatever.
All right, let's do it. Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm going to pick the healthier football team. I think the quarterback position is about Dak's better. Herbert's on the rise. I think the receiver position we have the better receivers. I think up front, we're better up front right now, but I think they're going to play better together. I think on the defensive line, they're better. I think defensively, they're better.
Okay, so he's picking the Chargers.
So you're picking the Chargers.
Danny with the Cowboys.
I got us up by 7.
I'm picking the Chargers.
I got us by 7, by the way.
Oh, Cowboys win by
7.
Yeah, I got us by
I
7.
know we betting the Nick and Sam's gift card.
There it is.
No,
There it is.
There you
Put
go.
the bet on him.
There you go.
Let me
Put
tell
the
you.
bet
There you
on
go,
him.
Danny.
I'll call you after the show.
Here we go.
No, don't call me after the show. I'll call you Sunday.
Call you after the show.
Don't call me after the show.
I got the Cowboys by 7, man.
Don't call me after.
And that's it's Thursday, so we got a show tomorrow. So today I got the
Today you
Cowboys
got
winning
them
by
by
7.
Alright.
And we but they have practice right now, so who knows what news we'll get after the show's over with. But as of today, the players that we have available, I got us winning by 7.
Chargers by 10, man. Easy money. Chargers by 10.
I ain't saying
Yeah,
nothing
I agree.
today.
I say Chargers by a score.
And today is their pads day. Yesterday, they weren't even in pads. Today, the Cowboys are in pads. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait.
What do
So
y'all
you
got
making your
going
pick tomorrow?
down there?
Yeah, listen.
Thursday's pad
What y'all
day.
got
I
going on
guess.
down there?
It's better than the Ravens. That's
Wear
what
pads
I know.
on Thursday. No,
Yeah, that was it. That schedule's all flipped around, man.
say right now.
What you got, Newey?
Be careful what you wish for.
It's already in the paper in the Dallas Morning News. I've got the Chargers winning. I have the Cowboys covering.
So very close game.
Yeah, you got a close game then.
I got it. I got a Dak Prescott just.
So you
willing
telling
to-
me y'all can't place no wagers, but y'all talking about point spreads? This is crazy.
Yeah, we're not betting on it. We just
Right,
we
we're
can
talking
pick
about it.
without
Talking about it, okay?
without
Yeah.
profiting off the
Exactly.
team.
Like, we can talk about the game without playing it.
Exactly. So Britt's saving hers for tomorrow, but Danny's got the Cowboys winning by 7. Orlando's got the Chargers winning. Church has the Chargers winning by 10. I have the Chargers winning by 3. This point spread right now is 3.5, so the Cowboys cover, so I'm going Cowboys by 3. Dak Prescott keeps him in it, and Zerline decides to make some field goals this week. So that's what I'm going to do. And go
hook 'em left, huh? Hook 'em left, Zerline.
do right there. Something we didn't get to the Players Lounge that we wanted to talk about here in Orlando. Please join in the conversation. And Michael K. Williams passed away. And I was a huge fan of the show The Wire. I got there late. I'm going to lie. I got to The Wire late. And then his other character that he played, Boardwalk Empire, Chalky White. I just watched Michael K. Williams, and for me, it was the kind of on-camera power that Wesley Snipes had brought to films, especially when Wesley first played in New Jack City. You're like, oh, man. Nino Brown. And I just thought Michael K. Wood had that same kind of, there's not many people that can just like, pow, hit you with what they have. And I was saddened. I mean, we've seen a lot of people pass in COVID, but when I saw Michael K. Wood, I was like, baby, no.
Not like this.
Not Omar. So anyway, I just wanted to go around the room and get everyone's take on it.
I think I'm going to go first. I'm going to take over this podcast now. Left for y'all, letting y'all do y'all thing.
Man, go ahead.
I think it was an immense tragedy. You know, my prayers go out to his family, to all the people listening. You really got to take care of yourself. You know, just be careful out here with what you're taking. You know, try and say no to drugs. I know people are going to make their own decisions, and you know, just be careful with the alcohol. Alcohol is a drug, and with it being in COVID, you know, the overdose percentages or the overdose rate is through the roof. So please be careful. Take care of yourself. If you're suffering from anything mental health wise, call somebody, talk to them about it, talk to a friend, get some help.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, man.
Okay, listen, let me tell you something. Same thing Orlando said. I mean, it's super sad. I got on The Wire when I was playing, and I binge watched it during the off season. Omar was great. But as much as I like The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, Chalky White, he was my guy in Boardwalk Empire. And then I recently watched him in Lovecraft Country, was amazing in that as well on HBO. So I think it's a huge loss. He's a great actor. I'm sure he was a great guy, but it's a tough tragedy. But shout out to him. The Wire got us through a lot. Lovecraft Country was great. And like I said, Boardwalk Empire, he was my dude in that. So shout out to him.
Yeah. I watched The Wire, binge watched it when I was in college. I literally went to Blockbuster. Yes, that's how old I am. I went to Blockbuster, and I had gotten all
how old
seasons.
How old are you?
Can we cut his mic off now? Thank you.
Go ahead, Britt.
And so I was a big fan of The Wire, and I think it's so sad when people, same earlier in the year with DMX and stuff, when people can't overcome their demons and stuff like this happens. It's so unfortunate. He was in his 50s.
54.
Yeah, 54 is so young. So it's really unfortunate. I think his girlfriend was Tasha. She's an actress as well, but she had posted several things about it, and it's really sad. And I pray for his family and friends, everybody that was close to him. But I'm glad we do have things like, The Wire and different shows where we can continue to, watch people after they've passed on and continue to be inspired. And, don't be inspired to do what he was doing in The Wire.
Yeah, no.
But you know what I mean? Just his acting ability and stuff like that. So
how did this thing...
Yeah.
How did it go, man?
Y'all man will open up the door. You don't want me to come up in there.
You don't want me to come up in there, man. But y'all hit it right on the head, man. Thoughts and prayers goes out to his family. Tough loss. But like you guys said, you got to be careful with that substance abuse.
The ability, because somebody wrote a character, Omar. They wrote it. And the genius of the great actors, there's not many people that are great at it, is to take that character, to bring it to life. And that if they did a Wire movie, nobody could play Omar. You just couldn't get it. He played it that well that he broke the mold. It's like, wow. And even in Chalky White, somebody wrote the character, but to him to be able to bring that character to life, and you're just like, man, it's really good.
Hell of an actor.
That's what that's what Bob De Niro is able to do and what he does. It's what Denzel does. It's a very rare ability, and you guys all understand it as athletes. You're playing with other guys, and then you just realize, well, he a little different. He a little different. And I just thought that as a character actor, he was that.
That's what it was like with Church. That's what it was like with Church and Danny playing with me. They was going home like, man, he a little different.
Oh, yeah. Yes. They have said that.
Listen, hey.
Do you have that tattoo, the chip on you? Do you have a chip
we need to
tattoo?
See the chip.
Do you have that?
Oh, he loved when Jody say that. He got a chip on his shoulder.
You ain't had a chip tattoo, did you?
Is he frozen? Oh.
You don't have a chip tattooed on your shoulder, right? Orlando?
This is terrible.
Oh. Hey, listen, no.
Orlando Scandrick, everybody.
Thank you. That is the show, man.
That is the show.
Thank you. This is the way.
This is terrible.
Thank you very much.
For all y'all listening, though, I don't think he had the chip tattoo. Was it him or AB? One of the two.
I don't think it was Orlando. It sounded like he said, hell no.
That's an ender, folks. That's an ender. Brent Johnson, Barry Church, Danny McCray. Producer Chris B, thank you for getting us Orlando Scandrick. That was a fun 45 minutes of the Players Lounge.
Quick as ever.
We will have Britt's prediction for the game tomorrow right here, 12:30 p.m. Central on Dallas.
Wait, we still got that going, though, right? Over-under sacks with and pressures with Bosa?
We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Talk about it tomorrow. Right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Hotels.com on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.